What's up guys, Orbital Bacon here, and in today's video I wanted to take a look at the new trailer for Kamen Rider Zi-O. It was recently released and I noticed a lot of interesting things in it, so let's break it down. The trailer starts off counting up the years since Kamen Rider's debut. It stops at the year 2000 and the counter turns red. This is most likely just to indicate the start of the Heisei Rider series, but it could hold a deeper meaning. More on that later. After the announcer goes through all the riders from Kuga to Build, we arrive at 2018 and get a look at the Zi-O title logo. It's nice and sleek, and it sort of reminds me of Drive's logo. I noticed this first part of the intro is filled with low bell chimes, reminiscent of an old grandfather clock. It almost has a foreboding feel, as though time is running out. We then get several cuts of Zi-O, the master of time and space, in his base rider form. Images of warped clocks hang in the background, and this looks really cool. And although it did look weird to me at first, that helmet has really grown on me and it looks awesome. The chrome and metallic details are a very nice touch. And of course, we get a rider pose. Move over, Kazumine. This is how you make it look like you're giving the finger during your Henshin pose. Next we get a look at the main character who will become Zi-O, Sogo Tokiwa, an 18-year-old student who finds a strange device on his way home from school one day. Next, a girl is shown having a strange reaction to the device. She's dressed in what appears to be futuristic-looking clothing, so she's most likely from the future and knows what the ride watch is. The trailer then cuts to Sogo with Build's main characters, Sento and Banjo. They appear to be in Build's cafe, although it's been slightly renovated, as Sento hands Sogo a ride watch, presumably the Build one. This is pretty common for the writer of a previous series to appear in some kind of a way in the new Rider show, but this is especially interesting because of how Build's series is wrapping up, with the possibility of merging into another world. But that's a whole nother story. Back to the trailer. A quick preview of the transformation sequence is up next. While I do love the poses the actor does, and the sounds of the driver are cool too, the actual transformation seems unfinished. The simple date flying across the screen and the flash to hide the transition are just underwhelming from what I've come to expect in Kamen Rider. But this may be an unfinished sequence, as there's still some time before its release. It's also clear that this whole sequence shot is just a demo, as Zi-O proceeds to fire his gun at no one. He then shows that it has a sword mode too, which is still awesome. This time, however, Zi-O does actually use the sword on something. At first I thought it was Build, but upon closer inspection, it's a Kaijin that looks like Build. I found this very interesting, and it definitely lends to the theory that time and space are being distorted, and Zi-O has to set it right. I'm also excited to see what the other Rider Kaijin might look like. I really hope we see more in the other timelines. Next, we get a look at one of Zi-O's legend Rider forms, called Armor Time. I do like the balance the additional ride watch gives the driver. Now this transformation sequence is awesome. It puts the Legend Rider armor inside of a full bottle, and with the words Armor Time rotating around it, Zi-O kicks the bottle, releasing the armor, and then jumps up to equip it. Great stuff. Again, I really can't wait to see how they do the rest of the riders in this effect. We then get a great look at the Build armor in action. Other Legend Rider forms have been released as well, so it's not really that big of a surprise, but still, seeing it in action is pretty sweet. Plus, it's nice that each Armor Time will be a unique suit. Up next, we see Kamen Rider Gates proclaiming, "I will defeat him," to the girl from before who had the strange reaction to the ride watch. Gates transforms and we see that he is from the year 2068, 50 years in the future, and he doesn't look happy as he walks menacingly towards the main character. The girl grabs Sogo and they disappear in a flash of light. Gates' behavior here, along with the Build Kaijin from before, definitely indicate that something is seriously messed up in the time stream. And it appears that Gates believes Zi-O to be the cause. I'm sure this will be cleared up quickly enough and Gates will assume his role as the secondary writer, but I do like the premise of the story this trailer sets up. We then get a quick glimpse of Zi-O's robo, the Time Machine, as it transforms. This looks to be how Zi-O will be traversing the time stream and arrive in the past riders' worlds. This brings me back to the year 2000 in red from the beginning of the trailer. I wonder if the implication here is that this is where the mess with the time stream started. that the Heisei riders, starting with Kuga, somehow created a rift in the time stream, making it worse with each new rider. That would give good motivation for Gio and Gates to travel back and visit each rider's time. Plus, that would make it a little bit of a mystery as to whose side they will be on once they arrive in each time. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when the show debuts. What do you guys think about the new trailer? Are you excited for Kamen Rider Gio and his Legend Rider forms? Leave a comment below telling me your thoughts. Thanks for watching.